Hey everyone! Today's video is a little different from most of my What's Its Face series, but it seemed fun, so I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go over some headcanons I have for the Jade Mountain Academy, because I think it's a really fun concept and you could take it some pretty interesting places. Before that though, a quick plug for my store. If you haven't already, go check it out. I have my Wings of Fire playing cards there, digital downloads, mini prints, and button pins. Lots of fun things and more on the way, so if you want to support me and make my day, go check it out. So first of all, I love the concept of winglets, since it gets past tribe barriers and focuses more on groups of dragons bound by experiences. So I think as the school ages, the winglets would be almost like sports teams or something. Like, say your parents are both from the Gold Winglets, so that's the one you want to be in, and they've had friendly and not so friendly rivalries. I also think over time winglets would shift a bit, for one growing larger, since I think the school would garner more attention and interest, so you might see a winglet with 15 or 20 dragons. There might even be sub-winglets, smaller groups inside the whole, or they might be one big group. But I also think it would be so specific as one dragon from each tribe, because I think the future of Pyria is going to see a lot more hybrids, or even Pentallan dragons possibly. So I think whoever is in charge of placing new students would probably just make sure that there's a good mix of all the tribes in each winglet. Also, at the end of each school year, the winglets all get together and decide on their end-of-school prank, a hallowed school tradition. Kind of like the senior prank if you're from America. I was homeschooled, so I never actually participated in this, but one year in my town the seniors all rode their tractors to school for the senior prank, and it was a riot. Anyways, this prank isn't limited to seniors in Wings of Fire, although they do have a method for choosing who decides the prank, which I'll get to later. But some of the most famous pranks were the year the Silver Winglet smuggled 40 chickens into the library and study caves. Teachers spent several hours catching 39 of the chickens, and then several more hours trying to find the 40th chicken, only to be informed at length that there had only been 39 chickens in the first place. The year everyone woke up to find the entire school covered from floor to ceiling in grease. Tsunami is still trying to figure out how they managed that one. The year all the winglets worked together one night to completely rearrange the library backwards. Poor Starflight nearly had a meltdown before Sunny told him it was a prank and his scrolls were fine. And of course, the year all the sandwings from the winglets worked together to fill the headmaster's office with sand. That's another one Tsunami is still trying to figure out to this day. But fun and games aside, as the school grows, it would attract other intellectuals, including a surprising number of Nightwings and Icewings, who are slowly learning to get along a little better. The classes would expand, leaving some like history, reading, hunting, and things like that as required classes, while there are plenty of options for electives as well. Fun things like metalworking, baking, weaving, art, calligraphy, things of that sort. And because of this, the school attracts even more dragons on a semi-yearly basis. Traveling artisans who swing by to share their passion, or dragons who drop off books or scrolls they found or written on interesting subjects. The Dragonettes of Destiny stick around too, although glory isn't there all the time, since the school is still something the 5 of them are passionate about, but now there are over a dozen other teachers from multiple tribes, all excited to share their knowledge or help foster this new age of peace. But as the school grows, I think there would be a yearly or twice-yearly festival, where students organize a huge get-together so all the tribes and any other visitors can come see the school and their accomplishments for the year. It's almost like a huge unity festival, because you get so many dragons from different tribes there. And so that's where the winglet rivalries come out strongest, right? Because this is their chance to show off in front of all these tribes. So they have a presentation for academics, which only a few dragons care about, to be honest. But they show off some of the projects they've completed, and there's usually a few lectures from teachers or older students, but everyone's really interested in the sports that come afterwards. They have flying races, usually won by skywings, rainwings, or some hybrid thereof, that weave through the mountain peaks. They have music demonstrations where anyone can show off the instruments they're learning. They have a hunting competition, which is partially how they organize the feast itself. The metalworking class gets to show off their creations. There are wrestling matches, usually won by Seawings, Mudwings, or Sandwings. The festival goes on for 3 full days, and every night there are storytelling circles where dragons of every tribe can gather and hear stories from other dragons. The top favorite game, though, is the huge, school-wide relay race. Every winglet competes, the prize being bragging rights, of course, and unofficially getting to choose the school prank for that year. But it's a 7-part race, each part meant to be completed by one or more of the winglet. Each dragon has to participate at least once, and there is a flying section, a swimming section, a flight obstacle course, focusing on agility and observation. There's a scavenger hunt where you have to search for 3 hidden rings. There's a riddle competition, usually designed and run by Starflight. There's a talon race that you have to complete with 2 of your talons tied to 2 of your wingmates' talons. And finally, you have to use the 3 rings found previously as projectiles, via tossing them at members of the crowd and catching the ring on their snout. This is the highlight of the festival, since the winglets are extremely competitive, and the unofficial prize of getting to pick that year's prank is a highly coveted one. Overall, it's a huge 3-day party where the students can show off what they've learned, as well as their physical prowess, all while having good fun, making friends, and growing connections between the different tribes. Also, I think that even further in the future, Jade Mountain Academy would start to see other schools spring up, some begun by former students, or dragons interested in schools who don't want to move to the mountains. These schools would host festivals of their own, and that's where the rivalries really start to come out. So yeah, these are some of the headcanons I have for Jade Mountain Academy. Like I said, it's just a super fun idea. It's so cool. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and share some of your own headcanons in the comments. I can't wait to read some of the stuff I'll come up with. I'm really excited to see, so be sure and share. Also, don't forget to check out the links in the description, including to my store. Thank you so much for watching, and please have a wonderful week.